on. I am just completely obsessed with this game right now. Let me see. So what I'm doing right now in Horizon Zero Dawn is cleaning up my messes. So I got through the entire first section here, got to the point where it's time for me to go to the magical town of Meridian, which is like way the crap over here. It's like over here. This is Meridian. So I'm supposed to go there. And that is, I think, going to open up the next big part of the plot. But I made the mistake of bumping into a traveling trader who was selling maps of all of the collectibles that I had missed. And boy, did I miss a lot of collectibles. There's collectibles here and here and here. And so I'm basically required now, by law, to pick up all of these collectibles. So that is what I'm going to try to do. But I should talk a little bit about just what I love about this game, because it is a lot of things. I have not played the new Zelda game yet, partly just because I've heard it's really good and it's along the same lines, and I don't want to cheat myself of the full Horizon Zero Dawn experience. I try every game that I can think of in this genre, the genre where you've got a big open world and you're some kind of hunter who's prowling around collecting things, shooting things, and probably pursuing some crazy long-term plot, but that's not really what I'm usually into it for. Usually I'm into it for just the experience of exploring the game, both exploring the map of the game, but less that than exploring the systems of the game. And this game has got so much to offer.
I can use my focus here.
In that regard. Oh, full up on traps. What? Okay, well. So one of the kinds of collectibles that I just love is these vantage points. Some photographer went through the map before the apocalypse, took pictures of everything, and now you get to see them. Like superimposed over the world, which is just great.
A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
Yeah, Garlic Burp says that they didn't make it to Meridian till level 25. I'm pretty sure I'm around there right now, actually. So yeah, we're in about the same boat. Okay, so that was that. So I'm basically just on a tear through the game trying to... I don't know where this figure is going to be. This is going to be hard to get to. But anyway, yeah, but the thing that I love about this game the most is actually the systems, specifically the combat system and the enemies. The way they've set it up so that each enemy... just the experience of fighting each enemy is such a varied and interesting experience. Like, they don't try to capture your interest just on the larger scale where, you've beaten, hundreds of thousands of enemies and here's your broader strategy. Like, each enemy encounter is interesting because there's so many different things you can do, all of them with different effects, and then the enemy will change their behavior in different ways depending on what you've done to them. And so each combat encounter changes over time based on your choices and, based on circumstances.
That'll help.
And so there's no point where it becomes rote. I mean, yeah, sure, running around and collecting, medicine is rote, but fighting enemies just never is. And it's hard to achieve something like that. I mean, it takes a lot of time and complexity. I mean, the complexity of the enemies in this game is incredibly high by most video game standards. I have no idea how I'm going to get anywhere near this destination. Can I get up here? Is there purpose to getting up here? I don't... What is going on? Oh, okay. I'm betting the route is actually over here. I think I'm wasting my time right now. I'm betting that I'm supposed to climb that way. So let's head back down, and I'm already just gonna die from falling down this.
Might regret this.
Yeah, I agree, Aloy. I just found out that Aloy is played by what's her name? Ashley Birch. Which so the same actress who played Tiny Tina in Borderlands 2, which she's one of my favorites, and I didn't recognize her. I didn't realize it was her, but ever since I realized it was her, I've started calling the canisters, blaze canisters. These are now badonkadonks. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! These guys just always turn at exactly the wrong moment. Haha, can't get to me. But you can explode, which is my fault. My intent was to set off that explosion earlier when he would have hit all of his friends, but Didn't work out too well. Like I said, these enemies are complex and unpredictable. And this place where I thought there would be a route up to the top of the mountain, turns out there's not one here. And I don't know how to get to this collectible. Oh, is this gonna be like the one collectible I can't get, and it's gonna drive me crazy? Yeah, Dan, the Grazers are really, really good suicide bombers, in my experience. Whenever I set their butts on fire, they immediately run straight for my face. Oh, hey guys, what you guys doing? Ow! Hey, jerk. Ah! I'm really bad at estimating the distance of this hit. Yeah! Shut off his badonkadonk. Oh, come on. Dang, I keep thinking I've got the timing on that right, and I do not. So, Dan says the path on the map ends and you keep following. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, is it on this side? Is this the place you're talking about? Am I on the wrong side of the mountain? I would not be surprised. But here's the problem with this game. I just can't stop screwing around. Learn to panic faster, idiots. All the resources in the world. So much blaze. So for those who have not played Horizon Zero Dawn, what I just did was each of these enemies has got these... like, enemies are not just these single solid models. You can, like, they're pieced together. Look at these green canisters here. These enemies are pieced together from lots of stuff. If I take this resource, blaze, those green canisters disappear. And I wonder, I've never actually tried to shoot stuff off a dead enemy. Yeah, so you can shoot these armor plates off. So if you hit an armor plate, it doesn't do much damage, but it'll knock the plate off, and next time you won't hit it. You go straight into their robot-y flesh. And so when you're confronting an enemy, like, there's no point where you're just like, I just want to hit him with random arrows. Like, you're always trying to aim carefully at something. Because each thing you hit has a different effect. You know, like, for instance, if I hit, like I just did, a blaze canister with a fire arrow, then the blaze canister, after a timer, it'll blow up. And it'll take out multiple enemies nearby. And some blaze canisters are covered in armor first, so first you have to shoot the armor off it. Or in some cases, they're like nestled under the enemy's body, and so you have to like do something to flip the enemy, or to get them to sort of get into a different pose, maybe shocking them or tying them down, and then you'll have access to shoot the thing. Then if you shoot it with the right arrow type, then it will explode. So and there's just different chains of behavior associated with all of these different ways that you can attack an enemy. Oh, wait, is that the... That's where I'm trying to go, where that rope is. And I think the random bush placing system might be having a little bit of a problem there. You know, when you're populating a world this huge, most of the time, unless you've got like infinite money like Rockstar, usually you can't just place every single tuft of grass. manually. You have to get some kind of system that places them all for you, and then if you need to adjust one here or there, you know, oftentimes you'll have the freedom to do so. But if you're trying to make a game as huge as Horizon Zero Dawn, you expect that a lot of the plants and the bushes and things will not have been placed by a human being. Okay, I have taken the wrong route. What's going on? Okay, this looks like this is a place I'm supposed to be. And then, oh, and then I've got stuff to climb here. All right. So yeah, I like these little hints that the developers have given me. Like, okay, here's a good place to be. Here's the wrong place to be. Just as long as something man-made is there, I would get a sense that I'm going the right direction. They've made the interesting decision to choose yellow as their markup color. You know, I got really used to other games using white, specifically the Tomb Raider games using white. They do a lot of great stuff with sort of using the environment to communicate with you. Both the yellow things, the little man-made markings, and also the fact that they're like ropes that you can run on have this little capture area in the front, where if you walk into that, you hop onto the rope, and so there's a lot less fear. Like getting onto a rope is really scary. Like, oh, if I jump on this, am I gonna miss it by a hair and fall to my death? Like, no, just walk into this, boink, and you're there. And so, I mean, that takes a decision by artists to be like, okay, we are going to make every single one of these things look like this. They're giving up some artistic freedom to make it really clear to the player how they're expected to behave. All right, here's my Banuk artifact.
Banuk, probably.
I'm going to watch all of these, and listen to all of these little collectible narrative bits later on. Oh, man, do I have to jump straight forward to catch this thing? Whew! Yeah, Dan says that he's done like one story quest in Zelda, and the rest has just been wandering around going like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's this? What's that? Alright, so now that I've done that, what's next? There's a cluster of them over here. So let's hit this guy. And on the way, I'll see if I can pick up a mount. So I don't have to run like this all the time. I can actually, well, I am running a little bit low on medicine. Let's see. Oh, that's not medicine. It's something else. I have not gotten good at identifying these plants from afar.
Save these for the trail.
That was medicine. I really like their health mechanic, by the way. The fact that you've got a solid red health bar, and then you've got your green healing bar. So you fill the healing bar with herbs you pick up, and then when you're ready to heal, you hit the up button on the D-pad, and it'll just transfer health straight from that green bar into that red bar. Ooh. Hey guys, how you guys doing? So we've got a lot of different kinds of arrows. I'm going to use a harvest arrow, which is just particularly good at knocking crap off. Oh, missed. Woo. So yeah, so when you hit a guy like that with a harvester, let's see. Oh yeah, here they are. They rolled down the hill. I knocked those canisters off, so each of these canisters is a collectible. In fact, when you even just knock off little pieces of armor, like I've got this arrow that is particularly suited to knocking armor off enemies. That you won't be able to see because of all these. There you go. I knocked that off. I can pick that up later, and it will give me metal shards, which is the money in the game. So like every single thing you can do has some relevance to the enemy's capabilities, to the resource system, to everything. So I can search their bodies, but then I'll go over here where I knocked that armor plate off. Oh wait, that's Waxford. Dang it, where'd the armor plate go? I swear I have done this before and it worked. Whatever. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Oh, that's his badonkadonk that I knocked off. Well, in any case, I promise I've seen that work before. So maybe I lost it in this particular case. Alright, so I'm not going to try to take on all of these gathery guys, just because
Good. We can use this.
you don't necessarily want me to watch me hunt all day. But though I seriously could. I'm going to grab a mount. Gonna spear hack this guy. You're my friend now. See you later. Bye, everybody. And we'll head towards my objective. Whoa. Oh, shellbacks. Nice. These guys are a really good example of some of what I'm talking about here. I think what I want is... No, not a harvester. I want this. So if I can hit that, it'll knock his shell off his back. And that shell is where all of his, like, prizes are. The best thing about these enemies is... Well, okay, first, let me pause here real quick. I want to remind myself what they're vulnerable to. Best thing about these shellback enemies is if you knock that shell off, you take the clamp off the back of that shell, it'll fall off, and if they don't see you, if they don't engage you in combat, they'll walk over with their hand and pick it up and start holding it on top of their back again. And they're walking around just holding it on. And it's great because that means that that hand, which normally is used for some of their attacks, isn't available anymore. And so you've affected, basically, their behavior, their animations are different now. It's like they're sort of in almost a limping mode. And it's, I don't know, it's such an, I've never seen anything like that before. At least that degree of complexity with almost all of the enemies have something like that where you can fundamentally change their behaviors by forcing them to compensate for a weakness, for an injury. It's just, and that particular one, just because it feels like, I gotta get this thing back, to its destination. I can't leave it behind. It feels really good. Oh, hey there, buddy. You decide you're gonna come join us? So I can knock that arm off. Looks like they don't have any elemental weaknesses. So I should just... Yeah, sorry, Whoa! I'm streaming, so, I can't afford to pick you up right now, buddy, because, my life's at stake. Let's, try freezing this guy. Okay, he's frozen, which means I can do extra damage to him. But not well, apparently. Oh, put your shield away, you jerk. Oh, ow! The thing I was trying to do didn't work. Ah, I turned around too fast. Okay, he's knocked out. I can finish him off. And that was a shell walker. That's what they're called. I keep losing track of the names of some of these guys. Oh, they still got another one they're fighting. So there's always a massive, like, damage benefit to taking out an enemy's body parts. How? He attacked in melee twice. Was not expecting that. Yeah, so that... Ah, stop it! That attack depends on him having that hand. And so now he can't do that because I've knocked his hand off. At least, have I knocked it? It looked like I had. Maybe I haven't. Nope, looks like I haven't. But like, I can even get like a special arrow that's just for knocking off body parts. So that just knocked off so many of his body parts that he just got taken out entirely. So yeah, see, I'm getting metal shards for all the pieces of his body that got knocked off. So now the question is, what happened to those shells? That's the whole point of fighting these guys, is to take their shells down. Oh, here's the dead bodies of the guys that were already fighting them. I'm generally pretty impressed with the AI in this game. Both the human and the monsters. Yeah, Garlic Burp, I also spend most of my time hunting for fox skins. I wish I knew what happened to the shells from these guys' backs. I am not seeing them anywhere. Seeing a lot of dead Nora hunters. Oh yeah, so Garlic Burp, not being able to buy stacks of items is weird. Also, so Garlic Burp is raising some issues with the UI. There's definitely a few places. One that's annoying to me is carrying capacity. There's only one option in each of these categories. Why can't I just buy them right here? Like browse them, see what the requirements are, and just buy them instead of having to drill down and see, oh, nope, no more upgrades on this one. Or, okay, I can't do this except I'm missing a fox skin. I have to look at each one of these individually rather than just hovering over them to see that information and just making the purchase right at this level. So I'm not sure why it works that way. There are a few other annoyances with just sort of managing the economy, but gotta say, for a game that is as complex as this one, I imagine they had a lot more problems like that like 6 months ago, and they probably solved most of them. And we just ended up with the few that they didn't get to, which, you know, is pretty normal. I imagine there will probably be similar issues with every game that I ever put out, too. Yeah, I am not seeing the shells. That's making me sad. Oh well. I'll have to fight more of those guys later. Yeah, so I'm lucky that today we've got my mother-in-law here in town who can watch the kids, so that I can actually. Most of the day she's watching the kids so that I can work. At this particular moment, she's watching my son so that I can stream. But you know, I probably wouldn't have her over just to do that, because that seems a little you know. I can miss a stream now and then to watch my kids. That's not a big deal. Oh, what? Somebody attacking something? Oh, what is going on? Hey. Womp. Oh, nope, that didn't happen. I am not here. So I usually try to take out the little guys first. Oh, they're just going after... Okay, whatever. So these guys are vulnerable to freezing, which means... that I can get them into the frozen, taking extra damage state much more quickly. Okay, that's not actually making much of a difference. Ugh, the sheer scale of these guys is just awesome. When you take one out, you just feel like such an amazing person. Crap. Then switch to the cheap arrows because we're almost down. Man, you get through something like that, you just feel like such an incredible badass in this game. Like, yeah, my ancestors used to hunt mammoths, but whatever. I'm in that league. And it is actually a lot like hunting mammoths in that, you know,
I'll tuck that away.
somebody could not, you know, even some early caveman could not just arbitrarily decide by themselves to go take on a mammoth. It takes a lot of planning and preparation, and that's a message you really get from this game, is that nothing you do is really going to work unless you put some thought and preparation into it, unless you figure out what are the tools that you can use against these guys. Okay, let's... Wait, did that not work?
Safe. In a few minutes.
Come on. Walk into my trap, idiot. There we go. The cold guys are vulnerable to fire. So I just try to hit him with my flamiest attacks that I can. Alright. Oh crap. It's always annoying when like the little guys get in on it. So that one freezing set off the other one. I love it when the flame guy and the cold guy are paired up, because then taking out one hits the other one with their weakness. Oh man, I didn't get him to explode. Ooh, purple stuff, purple stuff. Sunny D! Awesome. That would add some purple stuff and some Sunny D. What was I doing? Okay, first I need to replenish the crap out of my arrows. I can't see how many harvest arrows I have, because it's behind my head. Okay, so that is where I'm trying to go. Oh, there's stuff I'm missing. Oh, I've never been here. Let's go here first, so I can teleport here later if I want to. Garlic Burp asks what difficulty I'm on. I think I'm on normal. I usually start games on normal difficulty, and I'll get into the harder ones once I establish that I'm into them that much. Or if the game feels like it's tuned to only be fun at a harder difficulty level. I'm almost to the end of my latest sort of replay through of XCOM 2. And I was thinking of trying out the Long War mod once I'm done with that. So is that something you guys would be interested in seeing? I mean, it's obviously, the Long War is long. I can only play a little bit of it on here, but speaking of hunting fox skins, oh man, the guy is spry. He's all ring ding 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 ding. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, wait, no, that's my. Let's get this ancient vessel. This ancient coffee cup. Oh god, corrupted guy. God, there's a fox over there. So, oh, it's gone now. What's this? Ancient debris. That could be what I'm looking for. Yep. Purple stuff. Alright. So... Whoa, we got a whole set. Vantage points. Set of these, too. Getting real close. Alright, what's the next one? This guy right here. Metal flower. Garlic Proof says, Long War is brutal, but I'd enjoy watching you die a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'll die a lot, but it would also take a long time for me to die a lot because it's the Long War, so I'm not dead certain it would be the most entertaining Twitch. But, oh man, sawtooths. I'm wearing my stealth suit, so I can usually get pretty close before anybody has a problem with me. But, okay, so these guys... Allegedly, these guys are vulnerable to shock. Let me double check that. Wait, where are they? Stalker, Charger, Corruptor, Sawtooth. So he's got the blaze canister. If I can get him down, then I can usually shoot that. Oh, okay, no, it's fire that he's weak to. That's right, he's weak to fire. So I want to set that off if I can. And it might make sense to start out to lead with a fire trap. Let's get close. Fighting one sawtooth is bad enough. Usually fighting multiple sawtooths is just a bad plan.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, these guys are vulnerable to fire, but fire takes a long time to kill. You don't like my trap? You don't like my trap? What if I make you on fire? Aww. Oh yeah. Hey, you're new. You might like my trap. No? Nobody? I'm proud of this trap. I think it's a good trap. I'll just keep setting you on fire until you come get in my trap. Alright, that's probably enough on that guy.
They're scaring for me.
Ow. There we go. Ha ha ha. Ah, there we go. Takes a while to take a sawtooth down, but and you put yourself at a lot of risk too. But the reason I did that was because they were guarding this flower. Garlic asks if I picked up the lure skill. Yes, I have. It's but I think it's there at the bottom of my D-pad right now. I do use it when I'm sneaking up on like lots of little guys. I'll usually use it to take out a few of the smaller ones before I get into it. But yeah, I don't know. Can I lure them across a trap if they're already aware of the trap and already avoiding it? Alright, so it's somewhere around here. It's never exactly where the marker is. Somewhere around here there's a flower. Huh. Oh, wait, it's right there. Look at that.
Now, what were you doing out here?
And... nice try, buddy. Foxbone. Next, this guy. And a couple over here, and I might be getting close to the end of this. Crazy, crazy tour. Let's fill up the rest of my health reserves. Hey there, Arcanus. Good to see you. Garlic Burp suggested earlier that we should have zombies as big, in State of Decay 2, we should have zombies as big as the monsters in this game. And we've got juggernauts, right? They're not as big as sawtooths. Oh, whoops. Hey, guys. Oh, man. I am the worst shot. Yep, worst shot. Whoops. Main reason I like to fight these guys is because they... Oh, am I... What? I can't have any more wire? Wow, I almost never get so much wire. Mostly because actually for a long time it was my little sniper arrows up here, the precision arrows. I would just use them all the time for everything. That's sort of my style. Oh, there's there's the vessel. Wait, minor UI bug here. Oh no, never mind. They did change the color of it. Sweet. Okay, so I filled up my resource pack. I don't think I can make it any bigger. Wait, weapons, outfits, resources. No more upgrades. Yep. So, am I going to have to go back to... Well, let's see. Let's craft a few more things. Let's craft everything we can craft. No idea how many of these I have. Probably didn't get me much. But I want to get all these collectibles while I'm out here without having to go back to sell things. Okay, well, I guess I'll just try to be unambitious with what I pick up along the way and just go after these guys. Then I'll go, oh, what's this? Collectible. And what's this? Ah. Can't collect things, it's making me sad. Arcanus asks, is limited vacuum size, is limited backpack size dissuading me from loot vacuuming? I wouldn't say it's dissuading me. I am still persuaded that I should be constantly loot vacuuming. What it's doing is frustrating my loot vacuuming. But, you know, I mean, yeah, maybe this. I mean, if I really could just get an infinite amount of resources, that would probably be silly. and yeah, I mean, I can still collect things that I don't have a full stack of yet, so it's not completely stopping me. But really, I think that generally in this game, the balance is pretty good between my the rate at which I obtain loot and the rate at which I use loot for things. If I get into a pretty big fight with some enemies, I will go through a ton of arrows. And then I'll need to craft to replace them, and that will eat into some of my resources. There's certain resources that just tend to be really plentiful. Blaze, for instance, you just can collect tons of, because it's really easy to use one special arrow to just take out like an entire group of grazers and just get all the blaze you want. And certainly Ridgewood, it's impossible to not have a zillion tons of Ridgewood at all times.
Patterns on this flower are so strange.
But some of the others are a little bit rarer, and I don't know, if they tighten it up too much, I would probably start seeing some downsides. So, not going to really complain. But generally, I've been satisfied at how easy it is to collect loot, how kind of harmless it is. Like they sort of feed my desire for loot harmlessly. And, oh, something after me? I just don't care. I'm just going to go away. Yeah, it's like there's some games where loot vacuuming actively hurts the experience. You know, you're always running into your inventory limits. You're always having to just stop the game to do it. It's time consuming. And my desire to do it is making the game worse for me. I do not feel like that's the case with this game. I feel like there are downsides to loot vacuuming. I'm going to set a fox on fire. But they're light compared to the benefits. I feel like they've got it just under the wire where it's not hurting my experience. Okay, so let's see what the range is. So I'm just right at the edge of where this vantage might be. So it's very likely not on my scope yet. It's interesting. Like so they're saying that this vantage that I'm looking for is somewhere within this circle, and they do a good job. There are cases where the thing that you're looking for really is right at the edge of the circle. It's not. They're not lying about this area being what you need to search. So if I get close enough to it, it should glow. I mean, it's a vantage, so I imagine it probably is up high. It might make sense to try to find a building that I can climb. So maybe what I need to be doing is looking around for yellow stuff inside a building like this one. Like this yellow stuff, for instance. I don't know if this is going to lead me where I actually want to go, but we'll find out. I don't see any signs of I'm supposed to go next. Okay, so I can get up here. Why am I here? They wouldn't let me climb up here unless there was a destination. But I'm not seeing anything. Alright. Like, it's lighted up there, so I feel like maybe that's my destination. Okay, so I climbed up this way. Garlic Burp says that just talking about downsides of loot vacuuming, he'll never forgive us for making try to delicately use physics to put rucksacks in the back of pickup trucks in State of Decay and drive them gingerly back to the base at 1 mile an hour. It's funny because you didn't have to do that, right? You could have done something else, but you felt like the incentives of the game were making that the thing that you felt obligated to do. And that's a very difficult thing to control for. You can't always predict what people are going to feel obligated to do when you're playing a game. You have to do a lot of playtesting to discover it. Sometimes you'll think, as a designer, oh, I know what the obvious incentive is here. I know what the right answer is. But, there, man, that was very difficult to see. But, yeah, you'll often be surprised. You'll think that you've got a system that makes perfect sense, and then once people actually play it, you'll find out that no, actually, there's a completely different incentive scheme going on that you did not predict, and now everyone's doing something ridiculous. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault they're doing something ridiculous. It is your fault. It's a little their fault, but it's mostly your fault. Alright, do I have to... What am I doing? Am I walking on this? And am I jumping to that? Is that a thing I can do? Or, well, let's be safe. Aha!
Every vantage a story.
Oh, and a bunch of stuff I can't have. Oh, no, I can have it all. I can have it all. What is this? Denver State. Okay, so this actually takes place in a specific place. I hadn't really caught on to that yet. So that's Denver Stadium. Oh, okay. Cool. I love this animation, by the way. It's the best thing. Arcanus points out that this generation of open world games doesn't seem to be putting a high premium on character customization. I mean, because I've got the ability to decide how I level up, but I think the expectation is eventually I'll get all these skills. And I can. The other thing I was going to show you was, I can also pick my outfit, right? But that doesn't change anything about who the character is. Because it's interesting because there's definitely, people have spent thousands of years trying to perfect the art of storytelling, right? Learning what we can about what works on people and what doesn't, and certainly having specific characters to hang things on, to invest in, is really important to a lot of people's experience with storytelling. So deciding to have a customizable character, that's a big deal, actually. There's a downside to that you have to be willing to accept. So in Horizon, it looks like they're trying to tell this specific kind of story about this outcast and her relationships with people, and her penchant for just murdering turkeys for no reason, and that means that anything they did with character customization would undermine that. In State of Decay, we don't let you do any character customization either, for kind of a different reason. It's because a lot of the characters you get, they're not specific characters with a specific set of relationships or role in the story, but we still don't let you customize them, because a big part of the sort of the challenge of the game is the fact that you can't control who you have. Just like in the real zombie apocalypse, were there to be such a thing, you would not get to just customize everybody in your group. You would have to deal with their strengths and weaknesses. That's a pretty important part of the game, and so it was a strategic and creative decision for us not to allow that, because we felt like it would actually make the game better with its particular meanings and themes.
That'd be fascinating. If you weren't looking for me.
Oh, how did it... Really? Oh, dang it. Released just a little bit too early. There you go. Now I can take him out in one hit. Or 2 hits. Not even sure why I fought those guys. They were just corrupted, and I don't know. I hear that's bad. So I think I've done all that collectible stuff I was going to do out here. Let's go and teleport to a place that's got a... Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that's way the crap up there. I mean... Oh, why not, right? Let's go here first. Teleport to that campfire. Yeah, Arcanus reacted me to me talking about the real zombie apocalypse as though that were a thing. I was like, do you guys know something we don't? Yeah, so MMOs, where the whole point of it is I'm playing my own character, myself. I'm representing myself to other people. Character customization is a big deal there. Like that's actually really important. But in those cases, you're not telling the same kind of story that you're trying to tell with a game like, say, Horizon. It's really the story of yourself rather than the story of some larger authored experience. And so, yeah, absolutely. Not doing character customization in an MMO where you're just constantly surrounded by other characters and it's all about representing yourself to other people. That would be nuts not to do that. But games are pretty different from each other. And, yeah, definitely places where character customization would do more harm than good. All right, so I don't want to fight more sawtooths just because. Wait, which way am I running? I actually want to run... Where are you? That way. I want to run that way. Oh, man. So many dudes. Let's make some more arrows. And head up this way, I think, is where I want to go. Garlic Rip says that there's a new house in Elder Scrolls Online that he would have to pay $120 to get. That does seem like a lot. Yeah, so in an open world game where, particularly if it's single player, if you take the emphasis off things like character customization, the player tends to just sort of disappear into the character you've given them, and they're more focused on their interactions with the world. Whereas in an RPG, I think a lot of the time, a lot of the attention you want the player to pay is to kind of introspection about who their character is. Do things like Mass Effect and Fallout. There's a lot of moral type choices that you're making. And in those cases, I think character customization makes a lot of sense because a lot of the experience of the game is meant to be about self-definition. But in this game, it's not really about self-definition. It's about taking a role that they've created a specific role in the game and said, this is a really cool role. This is what you do in this role. Please, adopt this role, spend some time in it, and we hope you enjoy it, is sort of what they're saying. Which is pretty different from, the character definition goal that you have in an RPG. I mean, technically, because this game has like skill growth and stuff, I think there are probably people who would say, "Oh, it's an action RPG or it's got RPG elements." But the focus of the game is just really different from at least a Western RPG. Oh man, you guys are hating on Lily. I like Lily in State of Decay. Well, what is that? Okay, there's gonna be a flower around.
The
Oh,
snow's got a bite out here.
there's the flower. What was a weird like little frame of stuff around the flower too, which is odd. Okay, so it's that flower. Great. All right, I got that flower. I think that's. Oh, what? No, no, no. I'm not doing that. Can I actually... Can I get through these mountains and get over here? I don't think I can. Okay, I'm going to teleport to this campfire. We're going to sell some stuff. And then I think I'm probably going to call it quits. Oh, so Arcanus is asking a little bit about sort of the world and how stuff is justified. So this is a post-apocalyptic world where the apocalypse happened at a very high-tech point in human history. So it's not like the apocalypse happened now and now people are living in it. It's we developed, high-end robotics, artificial intelligence, holograms, all kinds of crazy stuff. And so I've got this thing attached to my ear that lights up. It's an ancient artifact, a little personal, digital device of some kind that I've collected off a skeleton that was long dead in a cave, and I put it on. It still works, and so I've been using it the way that somebody, I've been adapting it to my own purposes in the world. But yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, sufficiently advanced technology feels like magic. It's that kind of thing where, she uses this ridiculous high technology and it comes across as being a little bit magical. So I'm just going to sell all the stuff that is only for selling. So you can see used for right there. Anytime used for just says selling for metal shards, I just sell it for metal shards. Looks like, man, I do not have... So some of these items are used for crafting, like the animal parts and stuff get used for crafting. So I want to hold on to those. Some of them are used for trading with merchants and selling, like Strider Lens. It could be that a merchant is going to try to sell me something that requires me to not only have the money, but also a Strider Lens. And so it's like I cling to all of this stuff because I don't know what I might need to use it for, but man, do I have no room left. I'll need to get rid of something. I just don't know what exactly. I mean, I don't need to care. I don't need all of this stuff. Like, what? Am I even using food for anything? All this meat? I think the items that I could craft with meat, I don't think I need it anymore. I also sell all my green mods. Don't need those anymore. Let me look at my crafting menu here. So what uses meat? This? Nope. This? Oh, I can't see behind my own head. You know what? I'll go through this stuff later. But let me actually modify a couple of things. So I've got my stealth outfit and my protection outfit. I never wear my protection outfit. I just run under my stealth outfit all the time. I think there's probably a better one I can buy soon. Actually, let me check and see if I've unlocked a better stealth outfit. Because if I have, I want to buy that first before I start modding things. Oh, Silent Hunter, heavy. I can afford it. I've got one Bellaback heart. Is there anything even better? Nope. Okay, so we're going to buy this new outfit. Equip it. Yes. And then, I'm almost out of shards now, but we'll go into crafting, we'll modify it, and we'll put our new stealth weave onto it. Is it? Wait, it's only 13%. How much is the other one? Hold on. So it's 8% and resist shock. Okay, whatever. Put that on there, and then what else should I put on there? Just a bunch of resist stuff. Do I care more about fire or shock or freeze? I mean, you know what? When I sneak around like a hunter, I do set off fire bombs a lot. So maybe I'll just put some fire weave on that. And what do I have for my weapons? Let's see. Oh, I've got a fire coil, some good fire coils, a handling coil, a couple handling coils. Okay, so what do I use for fire the most? My hunter bow I do, and my... I could just go crazy on the fire with that guy. Or just take the lesser of my 2 fire coils. Maybe that's what I'll do. Install that. And then my sharp shot. I've already got these damage ones on here. I guess, yeah. Not feeling like I'm wanting the handling right now, so I'll just hold on to those. Dan, that's why I have handling on a tripcaster. Do I have handling on a tripcaster? That would surprise me too. I do not have handling on a tripcaster. At least I don't have a mod installed for it. You might have seen me examining potential. In fact, I don't think I have handling mods installed on anything. I've got a couple in my inventory that are waiting for me to install, but I don't have any handling mods actually installed. So, okay. Anyway, that is Horizon Zero Dawn, and I am only. I mean, as you can see, looking at the map as a whole, I've done this side of it. I've got this entire area here to explore and a ton more stories. So I'm just barely into this, is what it feels like. Though I mean, I think I'm pretty high up the loot ladder, like the equipment ladder. I think that it's going to get to a point where I'm done advancing my equipment, and I've just got to get better and better at taking down the beasts, which sounds pretty good to me. So anyway, thank you for watching this with me, and yeah, Aloy says goodbye.